Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily live stream, day 86 in a row. Most of the that's a lot of days in a row, you know. I'm going to make it to 100% and continue on from there as well. Again, thank you all for joining once more. We've got a lot of news to talk about once again. Seemingly, we've got some confirmation of Wave 2 institutional adoption that is now here or soon to be here, which is very bullish. We've got a lot of bullish sentiment around Bitcoin right now, and of course Casper as well. KRC20 right now is shifting into second gear. What I mean by that is we're seeing many more listings incoming and a lot more incoming for these ecosystems, these projects right now, and even got a new Casper listing as well, which is quite cool. So we're going to get into all that in the stream. As always, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Bingo Bango, my man. Welcome once again. Good morning to you too, sir, and Toggle Delay, you too in the stream every day. Mad respect to you and everyone else who's tuning in right now. Thank you all for joining once again. Hopefully you enjoy the daily updates with Casper and crypto and everything else regarding it. So without further ado, the first thing to go into is Casper. We can see right now Casper valued in 12.98 cents, up roughly 0.37% on the daily time frame. You know, crypto is looking relatively red for the most part, so to speak, and Casper did have a correction at the beginning of the day, but right now it's leveling out. We'll see where it goes by the end of the day, but right now we're seeing stuff ultimately looking very well, consolidating still, which I still think is a very bullish time once more, suggesting that we are near this bottom for Casper right now, that Casper should not correct further than where we are right now. Here we can see from what a follow Fanti. Since 2022, Casper has been following Bitcoin's price, although with a lot more explosive impulses, and the red line here is the lid, it's the pressure cooker, if you will. So right now Bitcoin is just waiting to burst through its all-time high at 74k. Incentive for Casper at 20 cents. Once Bitcoin surpasses it, I think Casper will follow very shortly afterwards, follow in suit. We can see Casper has, to an extent, has followed Bitcoin. It has. And it's been a lot more explosive, and I think in due time when Casper develops more and more, you'll start seeing a bit more of a divide between Casper and the crypto cycle. It'll start being more independent of Bitcoin and have its own bullish momentum. But Casper has been the most bullish in the bear cycle, and leading up to this bull cycle, it has done quite poorly. We know that for the past year, it has been quite poor. But they have not slowed down at all, and we have still got a lot to look forward to for Casper. Here we can see here from Mr. Humon. I've been very bad talking about Casper for a while, but KRC20 land has been crazy, and it has most definitely been very insane. Casper right now looks like it's primed and ready to explode. We've been on another 2 to 3 months consolidation that generally lasts the same length of time before the fast upward move in price, and we can check this out for ourselves. We go back, you know, previously when Casper was steamingly bullish, we go back beforehand, we can see during this period of time right here, this is from August, we've got September, October, and then November when it starts. We had this whole pattern here, that's 3 months here. We saw Casper go from an all-time high peak down about 40% 3 months later, and then we saw 5 to 15 cents. That is precisely what we are seeing right now from all-time high and about here. It's been about 3 months and it's down equally about 40%. We are seeing the exact same pattern we saw back here before it jumped from 5 to 15 cents than we are seeing right now. Potentially, again, TA is a very TA is, you know, not the be all and end all. There's many other factors taken into account, and for one of them, of course, being the incoming catalyst of crypto, being the elections, which is why I believe this actually may be true in this case. We've got a lot of bullish stuff incoming. November, you know, is looking very up for Casper, in my opinion, very volatile. And again, this is why I'm holding Casper, why I'm going to be buying more of the dip in the next few days, and also getting some meme tokens as well, because the meme tokens once more, they are going crazy. Here though from Casper quickly, new listing once more for Casper, which is very bullish. We've got Bitconomy. Now of course, Bitconomy is not the Kraken we've been looking for. Once more, they are just, I don't know, blue balling us, teasing us. I don't know by this point. It's without a better choice of words, it's frustrating, because they confirmed that they will be listing Casper's in their roadmap. It's been about 2, maybe even near 3 months now. And yeah, we even saw it once in their listing of KAS, and they didn't actually confirm it then. So it was a mistake on their behalf, evidently. And we've just, again, what's taken them so long, I just cannot say. No one really knows to be sure. And we know they want Casper, we know that, but they just aren't listing it right now. And it's very frustrating for us holders. But this will happen, there's no doubt about that. In this year, I'm very confident of that. Hopefully by November, like in November even, because, you know, This is the last week of October. It's not going to happen in October, so it'll hopefully happen in November. I'd like to believe right after the elections, when the bullish sentiment for Kaspa probably will start kicking off, the 3 months period as we were talking about. And with that, we will see Kaspa make a very volatile run. Potentially we'll see a repeat of a 3x. Again, this is just speculative, but who knows? Maybe we'll see a repeat of a 3x that happened back here when we saw Bybit list. We go from 5 to 15 cents, 3x here. Maybe we see the same thing. Kaspa go from 12 cents, 3x to 36. Who knows? That would be very, very cool in my opinion. And I do think the Kraken listing will be a big one because it will be a catalyst, a sign of tier 1s finally approaching Kaspa, and hopefully a sign of regulatory foundations finally being laid out in America, because obviously the SEC are the ones who are restraining American exchanges from really listing projects right now. Of course, Kraken, being a US exchange, they are listing projects that we can see time and time again, but it'll also be a sign of more to come for Kaspa. It'd be a very, very bullish step in my opinion. Now we have got a listing here, of course I mentioned with Bitconomy, which is good to see. Coming very, very soon, so that will also help in just more ways to get access to Kaspa. I'm not saying it's going to do a massive price move for Kaspa, because I don't think it's that big of an exchange. I've not heard of Bitconomy before. We could do a little bit of a search up here, see if he actually comes up. Yeah, right here, Bitconomy exchange. If I go to exchange and Bitconomy, here it is. So yeah, we've got Bitconomy right here, $488 million 24-hour trading volume, 1.2 million weekly visits. So it's not actually a small exchange per se. Kaspa has smaller exchanges that trade the token, so it's not a small one, but of course it's not the biggest one there. But either way, more adoption, which is very, very bullish for Kaspa. And I think we'll see more of this happening with the massive surge and the second gear shifting of KRC20 tokens. Nicholas Sisnell here, the guy who used to work for Binance US, head of listings, who now works for Kas Media, made a post here saying fair launch meme coins are the middle finger to the VCs dumping on retail. Maybe like Sui, for example. The Fed inflating the fiat supply, the centralized trade fire. We are starting a hyper-accelerationist movement to tokenize nihilism, I don't know what that means, or discontentment. More specifically, financially and culturally nihilism. Point being is, fair launch meme tokens is the next stage for Kaspa. Everything about it being fair launch is meant to be the next big thing. We've got some big announcements here for KRC20, again, speeding up. K-Paw, which people have been asking me about, the dogs of Kaspa right now. You've got Conan, you've got Dog K. Everyone asking about K-Paw being, the first ever dog token for Kaspa. And I said to those people, it's the first ever that's got a good, it's got a good narrative behind it than it being the first dog token on KRC20, but it hasn't got the adoption. There's no listings right now. But finally, we have a listing. And now we look at the listings, we see right now K-Paw's jumped 34% in the 24-hour, up to $2.6 million market cap, 86,000 24-hour trading volume, so it's still not considerable, but it's going up, and holders now at 2K. So K-Paw, that is very, very good to see. They will be listing, deposit and withdrawal and trading will start today. I think it should already be starting right now. I don't know what UTC to BST is on top of my head, but I think it should be live right now, so that is good to see. CoinEx, of course, being one of the exchanges right now that are right now very actively listing these KRC20 tokens. And we have seen, if you look through the tokens right now, look at the likes of Nacho, look at the likes of Kaspa, look at the likes of DAO. We can see right now the exchanges are on. Right now, actually, Pinex has massively flipped CoinEx, and I think I know why. But in the past, originally, it was CoinEx that was the most dominant in terms of volume, right? Right now here for Conan, it's CoinEx. Right here for, actually right here for KDAO, it's actually Kaspa bot, not CoinEx. But either way, CoinEx is a very, very big exchange. But actually, let's get into Nacho real quick. Pinex now the leading, and I think I know why. I'm going to come out to this news here. Pinex US said big news for Kaspa. This came back on about 11 days ago, October 14th, saying that Pinex US will be coming soon. Now, I looked through Pinex US's website. I didn't see them say officially Nacho is now on our website, but I have been saying for a while from the information I saw in the past, and I showed you all, that seemingly speaking, Pinex US will be listing Nacho today, 25th of October. So that is evidently what I believe what's happening right now. You're seeing the US market, the bigger market in my opinion, who are now, who are on CoinEx to get their Nacho. Now they're starting to use Pinex instead. That's why Pinex is doing very, very well. And Pinex, again, is a very, very good exchange. In the United States especially, right now US citizens only have Uphold and Pinex are very, very cheap in comparison. 0.1% trading fee, so it's very, very cheap, which is, ultimately very, very good to see. And this will happen in this fashion more. So I'd like to believe with Pinex and they're working with Kaspa right now. We'll probably see some more exchanges, some more listings with the meme tokens coming very, very soon. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but I'm optimistic about that. And we'll see hopefully more adoption for these meme tokens, and they'll do even better. Nacho right now, $63 million market cap, so Nacho for the most part, right now is proving itself as the Titan, the biggest KRC20 token, because it's constantly now staying above 1 million 24-hour trading volume, which is very, very big. 15,700 holders. That is huge. KDAO at 11.4, that's pretty big as well. We're seeing the tokens right now doing very, very well. And Kaspa right now has come back down to 26 million. I think Kaspa's going to have another run up very, very soon because we are approaching Halloween. I like to believe that might be a belief in the community, but we'll have to wait and see. But we can see right now, look at these, the memes are doing very well. Dog K's had a very, very good run because I think Dog K also got another listing. Okay, maybe not. Or maybe it did, but I don't have it preloaded anyways. But either way, Dog K right now up 28%. And it's at 24 million. So either way, the volume right now between around the KR20 tokens has, it's calmed down a little bit, but either way, we're seeing that the adoption of them is much, much higher. Most of these projects now are comfortably sitting in and around 10 million market cap, which is pretty big, to be honest. And again, there's still lack of adoption, still no tier ones for Kaspa, all of which is going to be coming very, very soon. Now, especially that tier 2, wave 2 of institutional adoption is seemingly incoming. Microsoft, one of the biggest tech companies in the world, they will be asking their shareholders to vote on whether to access Bitcoin as a corporate treasury asset. That is huge. Everyone right now wants to get access to Bitcoin. That is pretty evident. And here, also good, this just in, Microsoft, the world's third largest company to have shareholders. So one of the largest tech companies in the world and the third largest in the world to have shareholders. Like that is huge, huge news. And they're going to vote on the proposal for investing in Bitcoin. Wow, my man Chirp. Legend, thank you very much, man. That is, man, $5 donation. Thank you very much, Chirp. You're a legend, my man. Good morning from Nicaragua. 200k Kas rest in memes and Tau. What do you think? 7% Kaspa. I think that's a very good allocation, my man. Speaking of which, actually, Dr. Master Heisenberg here made a post about Tau, a prominent AI and crypto protocol, which is preparing for 2 major network upgrades. So if you're in Tau now, my man, I think you're in for a good run very, very soon. We can see Tau right now is down 1.22%. It's still consolidating in this region that I mentioned in my last stream, between this zone right here. And I think we're going to probably see a run up for Tau very, very soon. Again, go back to the post here. Dynamic Tau and EVM compatibility. Dynamic Tau, developed over the past year, will introduce a market-driven mechanism for determining Tau emissions. This is very, very cool to see. So I think, and even EVM compatibility as well. We're seeing, interoperability. We're seeing all chains start to come together, and AI still being a very, very prominent and very quickly growing industry in the space. Tau is going to be a very big gain in my opinion. So yes, I think Lot and Kaspa meme tokens. I think you're doing very, very well. Or Lot and memes, Lot and Kaspa and Tau. I think you've got a very good allocation, my man. So yeah, props to you. And again, legend. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. Again, making my day. And always watch a video every day. I mean, yeah. Thank you, man. The support is, the support in the community for me and, in my community, in my Discord server as well, it is really, really warming. And you guys do make it worth my while every day. Just, showing up. You don't even need to donate. I do this because I want to do this. But donations, again, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I appreciate you massively. Bert, 100,000x KRC20. Yeah, I mean, Bert right now, we see Bert's doing quite well. Bert is, it had his little correction path from the whole scam situation, which we're going to talk about a little bit as well. But even now, $200,000 $20,000 trading volume, 1,700 holders, 6 million market cap. And, Bert equally saw here, Bert Launchpad will be going live very, very soon. That could be a very, very big deal for Bert as well. So why should you use a Launchpad? We'll have greater holder distribution, avoid huge gas fees, which is what everyone's going to want. The team token vesting, community tokens put aside for future exchange listings. Of course, that's what we all want. And marketing opportunities for the Bert project. ETA, 1 to 2 weeks. Everything's happening in just such perfect time. Honestly, we could generally see, again, this is speculative, but we could generally see a massive run-up for Kaspa in the next 1 to 2 weeks. The elections, the fact that we're seeing Wave 2 institutional adoption coming in involved more and more. Kraken, who have been blueballing us for a very, very long time, may decide that around the elections we're going to start listing Kaspa. We're seeing these tokens again getting more and more adoption. Bert, 1 to 2 weeks away, more listings coming around. Conan just been paid. They just paid Bitmart to lock in our launch with them. So Bitmart's going to be coming very, very soon. That's very huge for Conan. Kaspa as well. Kaspa Ghost. 2 free exchange listings and a 3rd free listing is in the works. Like, there's a lot incoming for Kaspa Ghost as well. A Ghost Wallet release, Halloween event. Again, the Halloween will be very, very big for Kaspa. So, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to for Kaspa right now. And the meme tokens are going to be a very big driver for me, in my opinion, to help Kaspa get that leg up, to get what lack of adoption was with Kaspa right now, because it's, you know, people are focusing on memes. They brought it back. Right now, we look at the holders. The holders right now, 482,000 addresses. It went to 500,000, dipped back down to 470,000, and it's been growing quite considerably. Every single day, we're seeing about 4 or 5k holders added every single day right now. And yes, you can ask, well, why is price not moving much? Well, look at the holders. Look at the allocation of the holders right now. The dolphin, the shark, and the whales, the ones who hold the majority, they're selling, but the smaller ones are getting involved. So we're seeing, again, more decentralization, which is also very, very cool to see. But we're seeing the adoption growing more and more of the project. And again, these people who get into Kaspa, if it starts doing well, which I think it will do very, very soon, they'll probably increase the allocation of Kaspa. And I think it will, very, very soon. Now, 2 more things I want to talk about with Kaspa in this stream. Of course, we've got many stuff. Again, the meme tokens are very, very bullish. The listings are very, very bullish. What's incoming with Kaspa is very, very bullish. We do also have this post here from Tommy Does Crypto, which is, again, regarding the scam, which is one thing I want to highlight, because, again, it's me trying to point out the fact that, you know, be careful, but also how great the community of Kaspa really, really is. So to TLDR what's happening about this, basically, Tommy Does Crypto, who I believe is a whale, had a lot of his Kaspa or KRC20 tokens stolen. He was scammed. Which is, you know, unfortunate, to say the least. Again, you've got to be very, very careful in this industry, in this space. You know, do your own research where you can, if you can, and just, you know, be careful who you're giving your token, your keys out to, because, you know, your keys on your crypto, all that sort of noise, you know the deal. But either way, you know, he goes on a bit of a tangent about, you know, he watched Harry Potter, about a quote from Luna Lovegood, which kind of resonated with him. Ultimately, point being is that he basically just, you know, vented his frustration about how upset he is about he lost so much of his tokens, a lot of his money. You know, that's quite 19k is a considerable amount of money to lose. And you know, his largest holder Kaspa, like all the community, the Kaspi community, the Conan community, the natural community, people from in the community, us people, reached out to this guy to help him out, to donate to him. And we didn't have to do that, of course, but that just showcased, you know, we are still a very, very warming and loving community. We look out for each other. We have each other's backs. Of course, you know, be careful in the space. Like, not your keys on crypto. Be careful when you join into any transaction, because that's why for me, anytime I do any transactions, I always make sure I send off a very, very small allocation first. I always keep my stuff very private, of course, but I keep everything. Any transaction I made, I do a very small amount first to see if it goes through properly, and then I do it, you know, the full transaction I want. But either way, we see the community coming together to support Tommy Does Crypto here, and you know, helping. He doesn't get everything back, but either way, out of the $19,500 worth of coins stolen from him, he got almost all of it back. You know, that's, you know, props to us, those who did donate, and even those who didn't. But either way, it's one reason why, again, I am very, very bullish with Kaspa, because not just the project's amazing, but the community itself. We know what we hold, and we stick together, which is safe. It's not the same thing for everyone. Shy once more again. This Who's That Network guy, I don't know what he's trying to prove. I don't know what he's coming at for. He's coming at Shy. Now he's playing a dirty game from what I've been seeing. You know, Shy's obviously gone through a lot of abuse on crypto Twitter for his talk on the whole Middle East situation with his grief. And, you know, Who's That has started off with trying to say that the K-Heavy hash, you know, it's not, you know, strong. It's easy to break into. And Shy's like, yeah, it's not. And now it's got a bit personal. So, there's always going to be like people like that in this space. Best thing you could do is ignore them, in my opinion. And that's at least what I try to do when people are trying to fun and, you know, spread unnecessary hate to people. Because, you know, at the end of the day, these people are human as well, right? And they're doing something amazing, something groundbreaking. And something that will hopefully see Kaspa, for us investors at least, do very, very well in the next weeks and, you know, years to follow that as well. Top Falcon, my man, welcome back to the stream. Toggle delay. Dog K getting on Bitconomy. Dog K is also getting a Bitconomy. Mexi and Bitmart soon. They got Bitconomy looking into Kaspa. That's why Dog K is probably pumping right now. And yeah, we've seen Bitconomy as well is now looking into Kaspa. We've got the post here. So Bitconomy is now looking into Kaspa. You know, not the biggest exchange, but it's still a decent exchange nonetheless. Bitconomy was down here right now. So, you know, it's still a good exchange to have more dollars coming to Kaspa. And also got, you know, Mexi and Bitmart coming to Dog K very, very soon. So Dog K again, people have the, you know, the negative sentiment behind Dog K because it's got 100% pre-mint. People don't like that element, which I get. the 100% premium, people don't like that. But the fact that it had 100% premium, and in fact 52% of that premium got burnt anyways. So the rest of it was airdrops and to the the holders, the developers and stuff. But the developers are using those tokens as the fees to get on the listings and exchanges. It's been around for a very, very long time. Seemingly, it's quite well supported and resonated within the community. So therefore, I'd like to believe it is safe. I'm not planning to get into it, at least not right now. It may come back to bite me. I've already I've regretted a few of my decisions right now regarding not getting into these earlier, but at the same time, I still think I'm early enough to still get into them now. I mean, Conan right now is below 10 million. That should be for me. I saw a post someone saying it should reach 200 million this cycle. I think that's possible. I don't see why it couldn't reach 200 million this cycle. Because the listings and Kas Kaspa adoption, so that's still 20x for me if I do get into it right about now. So, but yeah, Dog Case seemingly doing very, very well. If Grayscale drops at all tier 1 listed, we'll see a rise. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Grayscale announcing that they want to look into Kaspa and considering Kaspa is a very, very bullish deal. And tier 1's, of course, very, very bullish. I don't know where Kraken's at. They're playing hide and seek. But I think we'll see Kraken. And then I think we'll see regulatory clarity very soon afterwards in the United States. And then we'll start seeing Grayscale going manic with ETF listings and stuff like that. And I think Grayscale will probably be quite quick to list Kaspa as an ETF purely because, Wall Street's connections to Marathon Digital Holdings. Grayscale, of course, is Wall Street, so therefore they have an understanding of Kaspa to an extent already. They know that it's good. So we'll probably see that continue in that fashion as well. And yeah, I think we'll then see the likes of, Binance following suit. Probably, I'm leaning more towards next year. But again, one thing I reiterate is we do see how quickly this space can turn. We've seen it time and time again how quickly Kaspa can jump in price from 5 to 15 cents, how quickly Bitcoin can jump for 51 to 62k in just 3 days. The space can jump up and down very quickly. Kaspa's had a very, very boring run, if you will, for the past, week or so, where it's been consolidating around this region. And then, technically for the past year, it's been here for the past year. But that's not to say that, in like 2 weeks' time, when, potentially if and when Kaspa gets the listings and the announcements come through that we want to see, Kaspa couldn't just do that in like a span of 2 or 3 days and just start, making some serious momentum. And then people who are bearish on Kaspa right now will be like, oh yeah, I knew Kaspa was great. Yeah, did you know? But yeah, I think we'll see some significant developments happening quickly with Kaspa and crypto in general, which goes on to, again, the wave 2. So this comes in from Fox Business journalist Elena Terrett on the Ripple filing. In the filing for an appearance of Amicus counsel in the Second Circuit, redemption of SEC versus Ripple has just appeared on the docket. So we're seeing the next stage of the Ripple lawsuit going, continuing in the fashion now. This is going to ultimately just be a big win for XRP. That's what it's going to come down to. But XRP, whether you like the project or not, they have laid a foundation, a path for the crypto industry to fight against the SEC. They said the right things, they've done the right things, and the SEC can't can't fault them right now on anything because there's nothing that XRP seemingly has done wrong. Ripple's done wrong. So with that, with the SEC's regulation by enforcement action, Ripple's called them out on their rubbish, and every other industry therefore had the cojones, the will therefore to follow in their suit, and even multiple. If you look at most of the court cases with the SEC against crypto industries, most of them have actually quoted Ripple and what they've been talking about to fight the SEC, and the SEC can't counter it because Ripple's already done it. They can't argue that what they're doing is different because they're accusing for the same exact thing. John Deaton, of course, right now is running for senator in Massachusetts, and he's fighting against Elizabeth Warren, the biggest tyrant, and also Gary Gensler, an anti-crypto. And he made a sentiment saying, "Senate race or not, I won't walk away from what I started." He was one that basically started this whole lawsuit against the SEC. He filed against the SEC, and he's now going to continue what he started and continue fighting for XRP and for crypto, which is very, very big. I think, again, if you live in Massachusetts or even have the ability to endorse John Deaton, I really recommend doing so. Obviously, I can't because I'm in the UK, but I would if I had the choice to, because I don't want to live with Warren. Definitely, she wants to be. Elizabeth Warren stands for financial control. She wants the government to control all finances, all financial services. John Deaton is about crypto, but he's about the people. That's what he's meant to be about, and that's what I believe in. He sued the SEC for free. He stood up for XRP holders for free. He did it just for his own wanting to, because the SEC is doing something wrong. and he's won numerous times, and he's won an award for him winning it as well. So we actually had I haven't got it preloaded, unfortunately, but there was actually Gary Gensler appeared on Bloomberg in the UK, and he got grilled. I actually found it really, really funny. He was getting ridiculed by the anchor, who was basically just saying to him, what's your opinions on, Donald Trump launching his crypto thing or whatever? And he was like, I can't really comment on it. And then she goes into saying, oh yeah, but you do realize that Donald Trump gets in power, you're probably going to get, removed. Your term ends in like 2 years, but you're going to get removed sooner than that. You're not, and he just goes completely pale. He can't say anything about it. And while she's saying it while smiling and laughing, I thought I found that very entertaining, putting him in his place as he should be. And this is also a sign to me. We're seeing a lot more of the big institutions now who are actively talking and making moves towards adopting Bitcoin and therefore crypto, which to me is a sign that they all probably believe that we're going to see some significant shifts in regulatory frameworks in the very near future, with Gary Gensler probably being dismissed. I think regardless if Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, both are going to remove Gary Gensler. I think both are going to remove Gary Gensler right now. So I think regardless, we'll see it happen. But this again for me is a very, very bullish sign. Again, more institutions doing this. Wells Fargo, already have the ability to start offering Bitcoin custody, I believe, because the SEC gave them a veto, I guess, which I think is quite corrupt. You should do it to everyone, but either way, it's very, very big. And we've got many more bullish announcements which are going to come into this. I'm going to play them as well, but I want to cover this really quickly as well. How bad did the US debt crisis become? Well, public debt interest payments as a share of federal revenue spiked to 17.9% in Q3, the most since 1993. That's how bad the debt crisis has become. The percentage has doubled in just 3 years. This comes as the net interest payments skyrocketed to 1.1 trillion over the last 12 months, a new all-time high. The percentage has already exceeded World War II levels and is on track to hit a new record. How do we see evidence, proof, sources like this, and think right now that, the crisis is not incoming, or more so that the Fed has done a good job? I mean, I think everyone here probably knows the Fed's done a terrible job, but there are people here who believe it because the mainstream media is saying we're due for a soft landing still. How is this a soft landing? Riddle me this, because this is terrible. This is disastrous. And you know what the sad thing is? And this is probably conspiracy, but let's just say Donald Trump wins this election. He's going to be the one to have to deal with the fallout of this. And he's going to probably therefore be classed as the most biggest failure of a president. Same thing with Kamala Harris. Even if she wins, she'll probably be deemed as the worst leading Democrat president, because this is a crisis that I don't think you can't contain this. You can't. It's a train wreck that had the brakes pulled off it, and you can't stop it. Like, there's nothing you could do. And whoever gets in power, like, they've got more than an uphill battle. They've probably got an impossible fight ahead of them. So this is something that I'm worried about. Now, me being in crypto where I'm at right now, I'm less worried because I have a chance to hopefully reduce potential consequences of that, because I'm getting ahead. Like, we're all getting ahead of the game right now because we are here early enough, where right now we're evidently seeing the sentiment in institutions and governments shift towards crypto. So trillions going to flood into crypto. That's good, but those who don't know about it, again, we are less than 8% of the population, the world population who know crypto. Those who aren't in it, they're going to struggle when this shift happens. But we're seeing the sentiment all over the place right now. Speaking of, right now, Donald Trump again seemingly is leading by 20.6% to Kamala Harris according to Polymarket, with only 10 days to go. And Donald Trump actually is considering the elimination of federal income tax for all Americans, according to NYT reports. Now, that would be insane, which again comes to the whole belief that, again, if he is able to do this, and if he does do this, that, he's seemingly trying to help the people. Now, again, I am not pro-Trump or Kamala Harris. I'm pro-crypto, and Trump seems more pro-crypto, therefore I'm more endorsing on Trump. But if he does that, I don't see why anyone would want to have Kamala Harris in power. That's just me personally, because that is, everyone hates tax. Who the hell wants to pay tax? And then you've got the West right now who are all trying to issue or raise unrealized tax, meaning that stuff we invest into, being crypto, being stocks, being whatever, we get taxed on that as well, which is just stupid. Or it's just you know, we're already paying tax on the money that we already have. We get our wages, we're paying tax on that, and then we make investments, we're paying tax on that again. Like what? Like we've already been taxed once, what are you taxing us twice for? It's ridiculous. And then you've got places like UAE who have removed taxes. Japan, they reduced taxes from like 40 to 20% or something like that. So there's some parts of the world, more so in the East, that are doing things for people seemingly, or doing things better. It'll be better for us. Honestly, I low-key want to move to Dubai just so I can avoid paying tax. That's ridiculous. I think you'll probably start seeing a lot of crypto bros, a lot of people from the crypto space start moving to spaces that are more supportive of what their needs are, which is again the less tax, all that sort of stuff. Who would want to live in the UK or the United States or in Europe where you've got super strict regulations that don't need to do anything, that tax you like, you know, 50% of everything you earn? Like it's just too much control, and it's just bent, in my opinion. Bit of a tangent. I missed a bit of a question, but yeah, Pinex also very, very cheap fees. That's why I think you're seeing a massive sentiment right now with Nacho switching to Nacho, and Pinex being very, very big, and of course there's big for Casper as well, being on Pinex US and Pinex as well. And as Buffalo says, yeah, enjoy these videos, these streams I'll be doing these daily. Leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. No, not November with Born will be wild. God, don't you know it? Don't you know it? Like you told me, Need Heart, you are edging every day until we get cracking. That is gonna be a mission for you in November, my man. It's gonna be a mission for you. What's up, Muhammad, man? Welcome back to the stream. Why is Capital not moving? You said every stream, nothing's moving right now. Pre-mint. I probably misspelled. Yeah, I meant missaid. I probably meant pre-mint. Yes. Casper's not moving because it needs tier 1 listings. It's really hard to buy the coin. Yeah, that's also true. I mean, ultimately, there's not tier 1 listings, nothing coming, but right now, nothing's moving. Everything's going down right now. So, you know, but Casper needs tier 1. Casper needs a tier 1, definitely. It won't, but you're welcome to do what you want. He knows the future. That's crazy, innit? Mental. XRP is totally frustrated. Project 12 years and XRP all time at only $3. Okay. Right. I think Mohammed, my man. And again, you might just be rage baiting the whole time, but I think every time when your method of investing to me is purely just looking at price action, which I think is very, very incorrect. There are multiple ways you can look into investing, but I think if you want to become a successful investor, you've got to understand other sentiments behind projects. You know, what real world factors can do, what developments in a project can do. XRP has done nothing for ages. That's because of a lawsuit. Because it had a lawsuit for the past 3 years, so it's done nothing. But the lawsuit's now coming to an end, seemingly very, very soon, which will be one major roadblock out of the way, but also more. I mean, XRP, for me, I think will probably peak $5 a cycle. I'm not very bullish on XRP, I just hold it because I think cycles to come from it, same thing with Casper, cycles to come from it, it could do quite well, because this asset right now has been spoken into existence by these governments and institutions as being, you know, this bridge asset. XRP, Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse are in constant attendance and taking part in Federal Reserve policy meetings and summits. You know, they're literally talking with the people who run the world constantly, and you know, they're asking Ripple, you know, the Ripple employees and Ripple top dog what this next step of this financial evolution is. Ripple's a very influential part of the monetary. Right now, what's being built in crypto, despite what Casper's doing is incredible, and I love Casper because it is going to be paving the next way through, definitely. XRP has paved a way already for getting, you know, crypto out there. At least that's my personal opinion again. I mean, Bitcoin's done that in a sense already. You know, Bitcoin's the godfather. No one can hate Bitcoin. But yeah, I mean, XRP's done nothing for a very, very long time. All the time, 3 years, but had a lawsuit on it. If you're looking purely at price action, gains are going to be limited for you, my man. Again, my personal opinion, but I mean, like, even look at Sui, for example. Sui, people speak about Sui being the next. I still think Sui's going to do well, hence why I hold Sui. But you were, you know, all bullish on Sui not too long ago, when it, you know, made a new all-time high around, you know, 2.1, and look at what's come down now. I haven't heard ZAR for a while either, and I don't think Sui's a bad project at all. I hold Sui, and I think it will do well, and I'll continue to hold Sui right now. But you know, if you're chasing price actions, you're going to lose money, my man. Look into a project and what it's trying to build, and then determine for yourself if it's worth you holding into it. You've got to be able to take the highs and the lows, otherwise you're going to struggle in investing, my man, honestly. When I start thinking Kaspa isn't moving fast enough to $10, I often wonder if I bought Bitcoin at $1, how long would I really hold before selling? Yeah, again, that's a great mindset to have, Bufflink. You know, people have, if you go back to Bitcoin at the very, very beginning and thinking you're holding it at $1, how long would you have held Bitcoin? Realistically, I saw a post earlier today, actually, when I was scrolling through Twitter, that there was someone who had a Bitcoin, a wallet that held Bitcoin. I'm not sure how much Bitcoin he held. I know it was 3.3 Bitcoin. He held it when Bitcoin was valued at like $16, and he just didn't touch it since 2011. Didn't touch it, and now that wallet's worth it's worth $180,000, $190,000. Like, that is insane. Talk about conviction, or either he forgot about it. Either way, but talk about conviction. That is nuts. Not many people can do that. To have the conviction to, I mean, I don't think he's sold. I don't think he's sold yet either. I'm just stating that he has Bitcoin and he's held for that long. Only 3.3 Bitcoin. But that's the conviction that I have for Kaspa. I have a lot more Kaspa than obviously just 3 Kaspa. I have a lot more, but I'm holding Kaspa, for life sort of thing. I'm holding it forever. So I'll take some Kaspa out here and there, of course, taking profit, but ultimately I'm going to be holding it for a long time. That's how I value and I see Kaspa. I deem it as Bitcoin before Bitcoin took off. Bitcoin at like $300. That's how I view Kaspa. For what it's building, for its revolutionary technology, which has been, constantly talked about with institutions, from Dr. Barton Heisberg, who's right now talking about how big Tao's going to be right now. There's big stuff coming from Tao very, very soon. He spoke about Kaspa as well, Bitcoin being a testnet, the Kaspa testnet. That's what he said about him. That's his words. You've got institutional documents, quoting Jonathan Topolinsky. Like, this is where I see Kaspa in the future of what's going to bring to the space. And right now, what we are lacking is just adoption. But we have actually seen. Let me get the post up. It was a Bitcoin 1 year whale holdings. I looked at this earlier today. We can see when this website loads up. This is not the right website. So I'm just I'm on my second monitor right now. This one here. So look right here. This is from Crypto Quant. This website right here. We can see. We are seeing the sentiment right now is the whales are heavily stacking into Bitcoin right now. Conveniently just before the election as well. There's been a spike in Bitcoin demand. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, there you go. You're pretty good. There's been a spike in Bitcoin demand growing at the fastest monthly pace since April 2024, when we saw the peak of Bitcoin at its all-time high peak, following all the ETF drama. We are seeing the same level of momentum flood into Bitcoin with whales right now. How could you be bearish on Bitcoin? How could you be bearish on crypto right now? I don't know. I really don't. It baffles me, because we're seeing all the adoption coming back to crypto very, very quickly, seemingly all running around Trump, gearing up to potentially win the election. And, but again, you've got more stuff. You got posts like this. I'm going to play this video in a moment as well, where seemingly the regulatory bull run is here. Mythman XRP puts us out. Another video here from Cointelegraph saying, Bitcoin will be adopted by every company as well as every nation state, by Natalie Brunel here. Very, very bullish once more. And then even here, I'll play all 3 videos for you right now. The value of Bitcoin can never be negative. It comes from Alan Greenspan, the ex-chairman of the Federal Reserve. That is huge, huge news, proving where Bitcoin's going to go, and therefore what's going to happen very, very soon, and therefore projects that will follow in suit. Kaspa, we're one that follows in suit. Kaspa's early right now. Right now, Kaspa's actually down a bit more. But again, every project's down right now. I'm not worried about Kaspa not having any price action right now, because I know what's coming for it soon enough. But I'll play the video for you now so you can just, listen to it. Because, again, it's stuff that you need to hear about. All this information once more, again, I've actually not even plugged it today. All information about to showcase, and I've showcased in the stream, I'll be providing in my free Discord server, link in the chat, in the description, also on my YouTube homepage. We talk about Kaspa, of course. We talk about other things, KRC20 tokens, meme tokens as well, other projects, whether it be Sui, Tao, whatever you name it. We got, market sentiments as well. This sort of stuff is very important to note as well. All this stuff goes in the community server, so you can check it out there for yourself if you want to look it out for yourself. But here we got this first video here from Natalie Brunel. So just play it real quickly.
And energy. Everyone is a skeptic before they're a true believer and investor. And pretty soon, everyone's going to be embracing Bitcoin because it is really the apex property that gives people around the world the strongest economic rights and the strongest property rights. I mean, everything else you could own is really inferior because everything else has a supply that can change or increase. And most things are tethered to decisions of companies or countries. And Bitcoin is global, it's neutral, it's decentralized. And really, the only thing it's tethered to is the truth of math and physics and energy. So I think it will be adopted by every company as well as every nation state, especially the ones that believe in property rights.
Yep.
Everyone is a skeptic before.
Well, okay, so there you go. That's again one of the 3 videos, which is a very, very positive but equally very logically bullish outlook on Bitcoin and crypto. That Bitcoin is for the people, it's not backed by anything. It's just driven by math and physics. Why the price keeps rising. And you know what? Kaspa is driven by these very same maths and physics. Very same. The power law. It's the only other project in this space to follow the power law the way Bitcoin has done so as well. Right now, Kaspa at the bottom band of this power law. But I believe there'll be a reversal very, very soon. Kaspa right now is 62.7% undervalued to the power law. But it will come back very, very soon. The miners will make more money very, very soon. And again, that for me is what she says here. For me, was bullish on Kaspa as well. Because she's aesthetically saying the reason why Bitcoin's so good is for what it actually is inherently. The fact that it's a proof of work that keeps going up. Kaspa is the very same thing, but it's a DAO. It's a DAG. It's a block DAG, not blockchain. So it's that next level up as well. We just need the adoption to come through to Kaspa first. Next, we got this video here from Miss Man XRP. All 3 conditions have lined up: markets, regulation, and infrastructure. Pay close attention to this one as well.
For European banks, the time to act is now. Forces have never previously converged in this way as we see it now. During previous bull markets, banks and financial institutions always had the risk of a regulatory uncertainty. Even if digital asset represented a viable and an intriguing business opportunity, the technology and the infrastructure took a bit of time to develop. Both are now in a much more mature state than ever before. And 2024, for the first time, all 3 conditions, market, regulation, and infrastructure, are finally all in place. This is a huge opportunity for banks across Europe, and the time to capture it is now.
So there you go. Second video. All 3 conditions have lined up: market, regulation, infrastructure, and the time to capture it is now. We are in crypto. Before the bull cycle has properly taken off, before the regulations have been set in stone, before institutional adoption is fully here. We've seen some little trickles of it, BlackRock getting involved, a little bit here and there. We're seeing the whales, institutions gearing up, buying more and more of it, but it's not here yet. Again, this is proof that it's not here yet. This, we're going to see every major company will adopt Bitcoin. That will happen. It's not here yet. We, for the first time ever in history of investing, the retail market's got ahead of institutions. And they want this. They want it badly. Want crypto badly. So people who have been bearish on crypto, I struggle to understand the sentiment behind it. This is a bull market that's going to be the biggest one in history. I think majority, if not all, projects will pump. And I think that's going to be one of the bigger ones as well. With what is to come for it, what's still to come for it. Some of it will happen very, very soon. Some we have no idea when, but we speculate it could happen very, very soon. Being the Binance listing and other stuff like that. And then we go to the last one here from Alan Greenspan, who says the value of Bitcoin going to be negative. I'm not going to play this one out because even though he's a very, very big influential person, it's the message is quite understandable. It's quite obvious. Bitcoin is an asset that will continue to increase in value. This coincides with what Natalie Brunell was saying here. The fact that Bitcoin, it's inherent what it is. It's proof of work nature. What it is, it will not go to zero. It will keep being adopted. It will keep going up in value as it becomes more and more scarce. The exact same way that Kaspa, in that regard, will never go to zero. it will keep being adopted. It will keep getting more and more scarce. The mining will keep getting reducted. The heavy, aggressive emission schedules will keep happening more and more. And the one in 9 days, 87% has been mined already, and it's going to get more and more. It's going to be happening, constantly. Very aggressive emission schedule. This is the same thing at Bitcoin. Obviously, it's more aggressive than Bitcoin, but it's the same exact thing. So in that regard, then Kaspa in itself won't go to zero either. It's going to keep doing that, and by the time Kaspa gets to the stage where mining becomes so small, either the price will be very, very high, or Kaspa's adoption will be so insane with the KRI and the other projects that it will have to start rising in value in due time anyways. Very, very early with Kaspa. So we're seeing, signs of what potentially might be incoming for crypto, for our lives, our financial economy, and again, not financial advice, my own personal opinion, but the way I see this, I'm saying, okay, so we've got a big crisis on our hands. Deficit spending is at crisis level, big crisis on our hands. There are ways to prepare for this, pretty much unavoidable. But the way to prepare for it, in my opinion, is to have some form of emergency fund. Now, my emergency fund is with crypto. For where I see crypto going to go, with all the adoption coming into it, everyone being so bullish on crypto, mine's in crypto, and mine mainly is in Kaspa, because Kaspa's the one that I think has the best chance of just going up in price. I have some in memes, of course, because memes are making very quick volatile gains, but I'm not going to hold memes long term, because memes are community driven. If this crisis happens, maybe memes die, maybe most of crypto projects die, but Kaspa, for what it is, similar to Bitcoin, it will be adopted and it will never go negative. That's what Kaspa effectively is as well. So that's why I hold Kaspa to effectively be the second Bitcoin, and in my opinion has a better ROI than Bitcoin as well. Of course, there are other projects in the space again that are very, very good. I like XRP for what it's utilising in the monetary system. I don't think it's going to do amazing, and I understand the negativity behind it, but I hold a little bit just to hedge my bets. I like other real world projects as well that are doing this very same thing. XRP recently, not anyone really cares, but either way, XRP recently, they had a new partnership with Aurum, who's launching a $1 billion equity and debt tokenized fund on the XRP ledger, which is huge, huge news. And the global equity market is worth $109 trillion, and it stands as one of the largest untapped opportunities of tokenization. And Ripple's getting in there first. One with my whole XRP. XRP is tapping into that market. That's a very, very big deal, in my opinion at least. I'm not saying it's going to make XRP go to $10,000 sort of thing, but it's a reason why I hold XRP, because its utilization in the monetary system is significant. It's there. I hold SWI because I think SWI might do quite well as well. It's had a decent amount of adoption coming into it right now, but SWI for me is not a conviction. Kaspa's a conviction hold. Kaspa's conviction hold. XRP is like, I'm looking for a price target probably around $10 and I'll probably get out, but I've got conviction it'll reach $10 at least. SWI. As long as I make like honestly, I'm also in and around 2. If it goes to $3, I'm happy. I don't really care about SWI. Tao's one that I'm very, very bullish on, which again, my man Chirp, shout out to you, who also holds Tao. I think you're going to hopefully be very, very rich with Tao as well. I mean, Martin Harper also says that it's a big prominent AI crypto protocol that's preparing for 2 major network upgrades. That is a huge deal, so that might cause Tao, when they come out, to have a significant run, maybe breaking new all-time highs, which for right now is in around 776. Give or take. So we could probably see it push to 1k. I think Tao will definitely surpass 1k this cycle. Where it goes from there, we'll have to wait and see. And then obviously I love gaming as well. There's Nomi who I like a lot of my games. Nakamoto's one that I'm looking into. I hold some Vulcan Forge already. GFAL, Myria, Ultra, and then many more I'm looking into as well. Unfortunately, my coin market cap actually bugged out. So a lot of my wish lists, I ended up losing them. I have some written down already, so it's fine, but some of them I lost. So I managed to build some of them back, but some of the projects that I had in there, I don't know what they were. So I have to go back into them and look into them again. But either way, there are many ways to make money in this space. Kaspa's a great one in my opinion, but there are many more ways to make money in this space. And it can be through Kaspa as a long-term hold. It can be through memes to make quick gains and then flip into Kaspa if you want to, which is what most people do in this space. KRC20 again, looking very bullish, very, very bullish, doing insane numbers right now, causing Kaspa's volume to... Kaspa's, due to the recent KDAO, Kaspa's transaction volume was 2.1 times more than Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dogecoin all combined. 5 of the biggest projects, all of them are proof of work or were proof of work before switching. Kaspa was 2.1 times all of them combined, which is nuts. Did it in 24 hours. And that's without 10 BPS, without smart contract, without tier 1 exchange listings. That's what it can do right now without those key catalysts that will help Kaspa, have more adoption to it. Like that's just without if we had tier 1s, if we had Binance, for example, people who hold Kaspa, they'd know about the meme token community much more as well. They see KDAO, you probably see a lot more adoption of KDAO, and therefore a lot more people actually, more transactions happening on chain. That's what these developments can do for Kaspa, and it'll come soon. Kraken, again, please, like, I don't want to sound desperate, but what are you playing at? Just come on, man. We know you want it. Just stop playing this game and start doing it, But this sort of stuff's coming for Kaspa soon enough. Crypto is here. Wave 2 institutional adoption is incoming, in my opinion. It won't be long now. And, KRC20 is shifting into second gear. We're seeing adoption happen more and more. We'll see more listings coming again. More memes getting adoption. And that will help inherently with the adoption coming to Kaspa as well. That's why their wallets are going up, because people right now are shifting from KRC20, or they're getting into KRC20 because the memes are doing very, very well, finding out about Kaspa, and then getting into Kaspa a little bit as well. Yes, D4 says, yeah, smash the like buttons. But there's 59 people watching. Well, that's quite a while back now. I've got 35 likes. Again, shout out to all you legends. If you love the videos, the streams I'll be doing daily, leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. They taxed in unrealized gains. They better make more jails. Yeah, honestly, it's corrupt. Like, it's just so bent. Like, it's one thing already having to pay tax. No one wants to pay tax, of course, but it's one thing already having to pay tax. But then the money you've already made, that you've made tax on, like, how, like, that's actually this very messed up thing about the system we have, right? You get your income from your job, you pay tax. You buy groceries, you pay VAT on that, you're paying tax on that as well. You go to a restaurant or whatever, you're paying tax on everything you do. Like, everything, you get your income and everything you get taxed. And now trying to tax your investments as well. Like, you literally, is almost impossible to make money in this space. Crypto is the one place where you actually have a chance to, well, it's not the one place, but there are multiple places. But crypto is one of the riskiest, again, not financial advice, do your own research, be very, very careful. One of the riskiest, but also one of the best ROIs and investments right now in the world, because of the fact that it's very undervalued. Not a lot of people know about it, but institutions are now getting involved. Crypto is a decent chance to make a lot of money. But of course, they're not going to want you to do that. Hence why they're also, trying to increase taxing and that sort of stuff. Thank you for your daily content, love it. Thank you very much, Kas Kaspa, my man. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, again, appreciate it. Appreciate all the love, my man. All of you in here. If I make billions, I'm gonna start a crypto religion, so we can we start making our DCA tax deductible. You know what I mean, man? That'd be amazing. What do you think are the top 3 KRC20 tokens? Good question. So, my top 3. Nacho, no answer. No question is Nacho. No question is Kaspa. The third one, to me, it could be a number of them. Now, if you asked me, about a week ago, I would have said Kaspi. But now KDAO's here. And for what KDAO is, it's not really, I guess it's not really a meme, but it is a KRC20 token. So it's not a meme token, but it's a KRC20 token. So if you're asking me KRC20 in particular, then I say it'd probably be Kaspa, Nacho, and KDAO. Because KDAO is what's going to help get, the ecosystem of Kaspa start to flow again properly. Information I provided in my Discord server once again. Free Discord server, go check it out for yourself if you haven't done so already in the chat right now. But if you're asking meme token sort of things, then I'd probably say Kaspa and Nacho. I think Holan's amazing, but I think Konan's probably like number 4 maybe right now, in my opinion. Bert, again, great. Again, probably number 4, number 5. You got other ones that are, up and coming as well, that look quite decent. Baby Kaspa right now, I saw a post in my server earlier. Shout out to, who was it? Who was in my server earlier? It was Star Raider. Star Raider, shout out to you if you're in the stream right now. Basically just showed a post of Baby Kaspa posting on Kaspa Ghost's actual page saying, "Daddy, will you take care of me?" And he said, "I will, son." So, the joke in the community side of things, obviously the meme talk side of things, so like, Kaspa in a sense is supporting Baby Kaspa, so therefore Baby Kaspa could do quite well. I'm not saying it's going to do as well as Kaspa, of course, it's a derivative of it, but either way, there could be a decent gain in the cycle as well. Goad again, Goad one's doing well. Someone asked my thoughts on Goad. I think Goad's a decent project. Again, people don't like the fact that it's pre-minted, but I think it's a decent project. It's been around for a while. I think if you get the listing stuff like that, it could do quite well. Goad, I think, if you want to ask me my top 10 KRC20 memes and DAO included, then I would say Nacho, Conan, Kaspa, DAO, Caspi, Bert. I'm going to say Dog K as well. So what's that? 7 now. I'd say Goad as well. Giving me 2 more. I'll probably say Pepe as well. And the last one, it's hard to say. Right now, due to performance-wise, I'd say Kango. Because, it's got higher volume and it's, it's performing a bit better. But we have to wait and see where it's going. Now, again, there are many good products in the space. K-Paw could easily change my mind. But right now, if I was to buy some memes, because I'm going to probably buy very, very soon, it'd be, these top 3, K-DAO as well, probably. Probably some Kango as well, Caspi and Bert. Those ones that I'd look into right now, personally. Again, not financial advice. I will wait to buy more Kaspa and meme KRC20s until the election. If Kamala wins, we will see a nice dip in the market. If Trump wins, it will pump and it'll be left behind. Yeah, so what I suspect will happen again, I think is what Dr. Bonner Heisberg also stated, which I do agree with, is if we see, where did he put it, just so I can find what he said, but it's, yeah, so here, no. He put a post about it. Maybe he made a post or maybe he made a reply about it. I think it was a reply about it. Okay, well, I'll summarize what he said. He basically just said that if Trump wins, we will see crypto pump and then it will correct. If you see Kamala Harris win, we'll see crypto correct and then it will pump. Now, what I suspect he means is we see Trump win. If we see Trump win, we'll see pump, come down, and then start, market. If you see Kamala Harris win, we'll see dump, come back, and then start pumping. Ultimately, right now, I still think we're going to see a crypto bull run. Like Fig said, nothing can stop it effectively. No matter who wins, it doesn't matter. Crypto's going off, and I believe that. Kappa family, hold, and DCA. God bless crypto. Thank you very much, Thomas. Keep in mind, yeah. Just again, don't be emotional, be logical, do your own research. Time in the market, but then trying to time the markets, as Bingo Bango Man said. Yeah, just do your research, my man. Do your research. DCA, hold. Not financial advice, of course, but if you have conviction and you know what you hold, you'll be fine. Again, as Michael says, yeah, again, Casper's first bull run. No tier 1s here yet, So about it's his first bull run. Bull runs are also a very, very bullish thing. If the first bull run for token is always very, very bullish. And we are very, very early. Very, very early. Grayscale's now announced it. Tier 1s have announced their support of Kaspa. Kaspa confirmed Tier 1s are looking at Kaspa. They're considering Kaspa. Crackers openly confirmed that. Others have been silent about it. There's the Kaspa being down right now shouldn't be a cause for concern when you know what's incoming for Kaspa. You don't want to. If you're waiting for Binance to announce Kaspa, that's silly. You'll be too late. Well, you won't be. But if you see Binance announce Kaspa, Kaspa, if Binance announced Kaspa tomorrow, let's just say Kaspa could jump from 12 to theoretically 50 cents. Let's just say theoretically, it could do some stupid run like that. If you're waiting for that, you might get in around here. You want to get in around here. You want to get in before the listings, before the big announcements. I threw some money in now. If market dumps, I'll buy more low basis. If it pumps, leave it. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Kimberly. Again, I mean, not financial advice, of course, but that's what I've been doing. Like I in the last, since the last 2 months when I started streaming, obviously I've been buying Kaspa since before that. But since I started streaming, I bought Kaspa top down, up at the top when it reached all-time high. Bought the correction here at 17. When it had the crash, I bought here at 13. Bought it at 15 here. I bought this correction down here. I just waited. I didn't even buy when it was around here. I didn't buy there. I bought again when it came down here. Bought down here again. I haven't bought anything down here, which I'm planning to. If it stays down here for a little bit longer, I just want to get a little bit extra, capital behind me because I don't want to put any money that I actually might need into crypto. I want to put my excess capital into crypto. That's the smart way to invest. It's the thing you should be doing, not your life savings. But I've been buying at those regions. Like not timing the dips perfect every single time, but I've been buying, when it comes down, like, okay, yeah, I'll buy here. Looks like a good opportunity, I'll buy there. Like, it's just, if it goes up, great. I leave it in there. If it goes down, I buy more. That's what DCAing is. Dollar cost averaging. Just splitting up your assets so you can, have a safer way of, guaranteeing profit. Effectively what it is. I think Kaspa needs more eyeballs and marketing to bring developers to make their dApps on Kaspa. That time will come. That is right, path. But also you need to keep in mind we need smart contracts for that as well. You don't need it, but it'd be a very, very big thing to have that. If you have smart contract, the eyes will be on Kaspa then. But it hasn't got that, so right now it's harder for developers to really do something with it. The real money is in KRC20 meme talking utility. What's just happened? Okay, so my my what's happened? Okay, so apologies. Luckily the stream's still going, but my whole chat just froze. Okay, let me quickly reload that. Apologies. Yeah, so luckily the stream's still going. Shout out to OBS, but the whole chat just completely froze. So everything just crashed. So I need to reload that. Give me a sec. You can still see it on screen, so it's fine, but on my end it's frozen. Okay, where was I in questions? I even know now. It was it? Yeah, here, more eyeballs, yes. Yeah, so that will come with smart contracts. And yeah, the real money right now is in KRC20 memes and utility coins. Yeah, right now it is in the memes. But that I think the narrative might shift in due time as well. Moonwell is going absolutely crazy, as I've just seen. That's what the Coinbase listing does. Check it real quick. Okay, let's have a look at that then real quick. I can't type. Moonwell currently at 222 million on market cap, 50 million 24-hour trading volume. Yeah, I mean that's the Coinbase listing right there. That's nuts. You know, like a 2 and 2.5x, something like that, since the listing, I imagine. Yeah, that I mean again that again is what Toggle Delay effectively trying to show us right now. I guess is what a tier 1 could do, what Coinbase could do, what Binance could do, what a tier 1 could do. Kraken maybe won't do the same sort of thing, but either way, Coinbase, Binance, the big tier 1s. That's what you could do for a project that's not that big. Obviously, this is much smaller than Kaspa is, in market cap as well. But look at that surge in just a span of what? That here is from the 12th of October, so that's a span of what? 2-3 weeks. We see it jump 2-3x. That's big, and that's similar to what I saw on Kaspa as well with Bybit. This happened from November 3rd to November 20th. So again, like 2-3 weeks, we saw it jump from 5 to 15 cents. Similar thing could happen when you see tier 1s. You'll see these wallets explode when that happens. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Unrealized gain tax will never happen. Yeah, that's what I believe as well, because it's also, you know, it would not just, you know, annoy us, you know, it'd be bad for us, but also be bad for the you know, the Wall Street boys as well, who all of them make money through investing as well. All of them make money through investing. So if you had to put tax on unrealized gains, they would have to be taxed as well. And then they have more capital, so they'd be taxed more. Obviously, yes, we'd make more money, but they'd be taxed more. But yeah, like and that's what Kamala Harris wants. Other countries have announced they want to do that as well. If that I'll be surprised if that goes through. And if it goes through, then people in the country will probably leave as well. Yeah, I know, right? It's ridiculous. It's just greedy, honestly. But maybe Donald Trump will come through as something else entirely, which would be very, very cool. Conan Kaspa, the #1 dog on the Kaspa chain. This is a community-driven project with no venture capital backing, and if they launch 100 million market cap incoming, mark my words. I believe you. I do. Right now, Conan's just short of 10 million. I think Conan could make 200 million in this cycle, to be told. 100 million, I think, is definitely possible. I think 200 million is also possible as well. Right now, Conan seems to be the dog of Kaspa. You've got other ones that are seemingly making a run-up. Dog K still in the question. You know, K-Paw has now come back a little bit as well after the listing. But I do believe right now Conan's the one that I am much more bullish on than the other two. Conk could never pass it. They owe way too much. Yeah, again, I don't think they would pass it, but it's just the fact that it's still being talked about. It's just ridiculous. Conan, have a look here. Yeah, I love Conan. I love Conan so much. Conan's also got a new Bitmart listing coming very, very soon. So that's again, I love Conan. It's one of the ones that I will be getting into very shortly. It's one of like my top 5. Is Caspian wallet safe? Can someone from Kaspa stole wallets, stole coins? I don't have a direct answer for you. I think if you want to make sure that your crypto is properly safe, I would just use Tangent. If you're talking about KRC20 tokens, then you have to wait for the meantime because Tangent's not on it yet. But Tangent KRC20 collaboration should be happening in mid-November, so about I imagine 2 or 3 weeks away from now. So if you got your crypto on something, one thing you want to make sure all your assets are safe. All your passwords secure, your wallet's secure, your key phrases are secure, and try not to move it around too much probably until you have Tangent. Is what I'd say. If you're talking about KRC20, you talk about Kaspa in general, you should be on Tangent anyways. Conan will make millionaires. I agree with you. Yeah, I think Italy doing that as well. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like Europe are literally trying to raise tax, whereas Europe and the West are trying to raise tax. US aren't even doing anything right now with crypto, seemingly. And then the East, like the BRICS nations, Japan, UAE, like they're trying to remove it. So that's what I think you should be doing. If C30, yeah, exactly. There you go. If you have a C30, just keep it very safe. That's what I say. Keep it safe so you don't get into it. Yeah, Conan will list on multiple exchanges. Bitmart, I think done deal. Mexi next. Yeah, again, Conan's one that I am very bullish on. Conan's got a lot. Right now, I don't think it's been fully updated. We look at Conan right now. It has CoinX, XT, Kaspa bot change. It has Bitmart. Mexi's coming very, very soon. We'll see more coming as well. I would like to believe that Pionex US and Pionex Global would list Conan as well very, very soon. I just put baby Kaspa low. Hey, I mean, again, it might do quite well. I think it should do quite well. I'm not saying it's going to be, I can't give an estimate on how well it will do, but I think, for what it's worth, being a derivative, it should do okay. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, invest at your own decision. I like to look value right now is doing very well, up to 21% on the daily. So that's again doing quite well. So maybe if Baby Capital gets some listings, we could see some, again, it approaching Halloween as well. This could again coincide with Baby Capital doing quite well as well, potentially. I hope CG's wallet is legit. I hate the having money is a sketchy Telegram wallet. Yeah, I mean, you just got to be very, very careful, right? Ultimately, anything in this space, you should be very, very careful. Make sure you have could do as much research as possible before you do any investments, because there's no saying what happens in this space at all. Yeah, Conan again, love Conan. I bought 300k. I have Kango. I missed Conan. Hey, you may have missed Conan at the bottom, but it's only at 10.5 mil. If it's the product that reaches 100 mil or 200 mil, still a 10-20x potential from here, and I think it should reach that. Again, not financial advice, but I think it has potential to do that. No listing, still waiting for Mexi. Bitbart's just happening. Still waiting for likes of Gate and KuCoin that will come in due time. Kraken's not listed Kaspa yet. No tier 1s yet. Tier 1s will list them in due time, I'm sure. Following probably Kaspa as well. Early, in my opinion. Still early. I think all of these projects, if you want to get them at the very, very beginning, like, Baby Kaspa, for example, but ultimately I still think you're very, very early in most of them. Get them, if you get them in, sub 1 mil market cap, yeah, you're laughing, of course. Sub 10 mil, you're laughing, of course. But even so, I still think, I'm gonna get into them. I'm going to make profit on them. I'm not gonna make 200x sort of profit on it, but I'll make profit from them, even if I get in now. That's how I see it. Can I have a big volume will increase welcome listings 100%? Why Mrs. Conan? We just start. Yeah, exactly. Conan's still early. Can you imagine if Trump wins, Conan will explode? Yeah, okay, so we got some Conan Schillers, Conan Maxis in the chat. That's fine, it's fine. I do like Conan. Same thing with people who talk about Sui. I like Sui. People can talk about any project they want in the space. It's just when you compare with other projects, if you're comparing one to another and they're not the same project, I'm like, what are you doing that for? It's stupid. You can say Sui is a great project, fine. Cool, I like Sui. You're saying Sui better than Kaspa, I'm like, disagree, but okay. Okay, so people talk about, people talk about Conan once more. Completely unrelated, but what do you think about Hoppy? Probably going to scoop up some more next dip for it. Good question. I mean, again, my full disclosure, my knowledge. I mean, right now my knowledge of memes is actually growing quite quickly because I've seen this what I'm talking about more and more now. I mean, obviously I talk about Kaspa a lot. Still talk about a lot of stuff coming for Kaspa, but memes are starting to grow more and more. But either way, I mean, Hoppy right now is it's doing quite well. It's seemingly got a lot of adoption around the project. It's got some decent exchanges around it. I'd like to believe with meme season still being quite high, you'll probably see bigger exchanges start to list these meme tokens as well. Hoppy is seemingly quite a big gainer. So I think we could see Hoppy do quite well. I believe you could see higher highs from here. I think, meme token seems still very much apparent. Like you're seeing the likes of Goat, that AI meme token getting listed on Binance. Mudeng, that hippo, just got on Binance Futures, which is crazy. So, and those are pump fund tokens. So meme tokens still very much here. I think the bigger ones like Hoppy could still do quite well. If you wait for the next dip, it could be a good idea for you, my man. Kaspa Cash, it, Silver Grinder is, Kaspa's the GOAT. Did anyone else get a Dagonite Dog airdrop? I did not, but I didn't really look for it. But either way, I mean, that's good for you, my man. Hopefully it does well. I sold cheaper at 10 mil market cap. Was I too late? It's all about Shiba Inu. You talk about Shiba Inu? You talk about just is there a Shiba on well, I can't even spell today. Damn. Shiba Inu. I'm guessing you're not talking about Shiba Inu. You're talking about probably Shiba on KRC20. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. Shiba. You sold at 10 mil. Was I too late? Well, if you mean this, then I think you're fine. The project's kind of just seemingly died. So I think you're good, my man. My $30 on Conan went to 500. I only got 10 mil because I didn't have much faith in Conan. Yeah, again, that I mean, to be fair, you say it like it's a bad thing. You hedged your bets, money that you're willing to lose if it went to zero, and you're now in profit. Yes, you didn't make as much profit as you probably could have made, but don't. That's the one thing. One of the hardest things to do as an investor, honestly, is to always take the what ifs, right? Because yes, theoretically speaking, you could have put $200 into Conan and you'd be up massive, of course. But you got to look at the profit and be happy with the profit, right? That's how you got to take the wins. Because you have that mindset, it's quite a negative mindset, and it actually makes it more risky as an investor. You got to do it as a logical way of thinking. I have this capital, I'm willing to lose this capital to this investment because it's quite a risky investment. You make profit. I was like, I could have made more money, but actually, why do I care? I've made profit, a good amount of profit. Either now I'm like, okay, do I have more conviction to put more into it, or just take my profit and be happy with it? Either way, you made bags, my man. So big up to you. What's up, Jason Sato? I snagged 40 million Kango. Wow, and 1 million Hoodie. Well, Hoodie, I know. Hoodie is one people been talking about. I know, yeah, Kango, again, Kango's getting a listing. I think it's already on XT, so that's very big for it. Hoodie, again, Hoodie right now is very undervalued. You know, there's still not much around it. I think it needs adoption. Right now, it's really, really, I don't want to say dead, but it's very, very, like, null and void, so to speak. But hopefully it does well for you, my man. Again, like, if it's a project that does well, you've got 1 million Hoodie right now, and it does well, like, you know, if it even goes to like $100,000 market cap, that's a big bag for you. KRC20 was worth the risk, turned 5k CAS into 55k CAS, but there you go. Again, be careful with anything you invest into. Meme tokens especially, because they're the most volatile, but I think these tokens they're all very undervalued. They're all undervalued. Most of the price actually being driven by Casper community, who are lacking on price with Casper right now, and the listing is going to help the project grow more and more. So, without a better way of saying it, they're probably the safest meme tokens to get into right now. Again, take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all once more for joining the stream today. 40 likes in the stream, legendary, and also thank you very much for the $5 donation, my man Chirp. Again, made my day. If you enjoyed the streams, again, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto, Casper, KRC20, and other market sentiments, then check out my free Discord server on the screen right now, in the description, and also in the chat. And I will be seeing you all same tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you all then.